Alright, if you're ever asked to find the minimum sample size necessary to be a certain level of confident, this is what I want you to do. In this example on page 321, example 11, a researcher wishes to estimate with 95% confidence the proportion of people who own a home computer. A previous study shows that 40% of those interviewed had a computer at home. That's your p-hat. 40% has that characteristic. So that's your p-hat. So knowing that your q-hat is the complement of this, you're going to do 1 minus 0.4 and learn that q-hat is 0.6. The researcher wishes to be accurate within 2% of the true proportion. So that's your maximum error of the estimate. You want to be within 2%. Write that as a decimal. That's 0.02. So the researcher wishes to be accurate within 2% of the true proportion. When it says of the true proportion, okay, you're going to use the formula provided above here. You need to multiply p-hat times q-hat times z sub alpha over 2 divided by e, and that quotient is squared. So we know everything except for z sub alpha over 2 and e. If you've got your z sub alpha over 2's memorized, we know that for a level of 95% confident, your z sub alpha over 2 is 1.96. If you don't recall how to look that up, you take half the percentage, which would be 0.475. You look that up in the body of your z-score chart, and wherever that is, you look to your left, which is 1.9, you look to the top, which is 0.06, and their sum is your z sub alpha over 2, giving you 1.96. Okay, so we need to know e, we've got it. We need to know z, we've got it. I think it's time to plug it into the formula. So n equals p-hat, which is 0.4, times q-hat, which is 0.6, times the fraction of 1.96 divided by 0.02, and that's being squared. Using your calculator, you're going to have this sample size, which we always round up on, if I recall. You always round up. I should say, originally, this calculation is equal to 2304.96, but since we always round up, we're going to use 2305. Okay? And that's how you calculate the minimum sample size necessary for a given level of confidence.